Good morning. It is Friday, February 23rd. I am sitting in front of my work computer, 7:28 in the morning, waiting for a software update to upload on my system. And while I'm doing that, I'm receiving, as I always do from Father, different visions and stuff, clarity, that kind of thing. And yesterday he started showing me how the 12 disciples, he doesn't want me to start it yesterday, he wants me to start it today. Okay, so today as I sat down and the security patches began, I began seeing, and I'm hearing, because it's what he's done to me over these past couple of years through the turmoils as I was connecting with him, part of the ascension and pursuing him and creating that connection with J, Psalm 68:4. He this is what he's showing me. He's showing me that each of the disciples, I'm getting clarity on it today. Each of the disciples, each of Jesus's disciples were fallen angels. Okay? And that's why Jesus chose them as his disciples, because each of them had their own lessons to learn in their own individual lives. Maybe not lessons, they had their own battles to overcome and achieve within their personal lives. Like Mary Magdalene's mental breakdown that Jesus pulled her out of. The 7, here you go, the 7 demons he pulled her back from were the 7 Roman soldiers who raped her. And it tormented her whole life until Jesus, God, touched her and saved her. So, same being said for Simon. Simon hung next to him in place of Judas, who should have been on that cross in lieu of Simon. But Simon had his own demons with how he operated. Many of the disciples are relatable if you actually go back and you look at their lives. And as I said, they are fallen angels, so they are awakening. And I have awoken into Mary Magdalene. She is one of my I am Mary Magdalene. I've been since he woke me up, I am Mary Magdalene. I am many people, but my original archangel was Archangel Samael, who was slaughtered basically split in half by Lucifer as Jesus crossed back over during his resurrection from hell, because that's where he spent his days, was after death. And it's spoken of, Release, release, release. That's why I died on the portal, leaving the door open long enough for Jesus to be resurrected. And then the rest of the fallen angels got stuck there. Archangel Michael is, and I've already been over this, Archangel Michael is Jesus's archangel. And since I've been dead since Jesus's resurrection, he has spent this awakening that I have experienced over the last 2.5 years, walking me through different prophets and people, beginning with Mary Magdalene. once you've created a relationship with him, he does that. It's how he promotes you, because each of them have their own lessons to learn. So depending on who you are in your life, you can go to a book in the Bible and read it, and you can pick things out of it that attach to you. And he communicates to us through those lessons. That's why the preachers create their sermons based off of the books, the verses, because each one of us has our own perspective on what God's telling us, because all of our perspectives are different. And so trying to that's why copycatting and cloning is so bad. It takes away God's free will for people to learn. So when you take him out of everything, we learn nothing. And that's what's happening. That's why he's so angry at AI. And it's man that created it. That's why he's like, that shit needs to be turned off for a minute. I understand the whole hurry up, it's exciting to be advanced, but you're killing people to do it. And they're his people, and they're not yours to kill. And that's kind of why he's taken the direction and guidance, or that's why he's saying this to me. How do you want me to say that? That's why he has me on the path he has, even though man keeps trying to pull me off. He will always pull me back, because those walking with and through God are doing the right thing, whether you believe it or not. Because it's not for you to have an opinion. And if you want to create one, awesome. Go do it over there. Because what works for you doesn't work for me. And that's okay. And I don't have to comply, because it's not God's will. Now I'm hearing the song Don't Tread on Me by New Breed, which is appropriate. I have more writing to do. He showed me a couple of the disciples yesterday. And they're in the people around me, because he's promoting and changing people's positions around me as well. Thank you, Jesus. Wow, that's awesome. That's actually huge. Y'all have an amazing day. God bless you. 8:28 on the clock when I said that. Love y'all.